Mic check 1 2, it's the Y2K collector, and the truth is that content creation is not easy, not by a long shot. If YouTubing is something that you're thinking anyone can just pick up and do, you'll find out very quickly, once you start to do it, how challenging and how many challenges you'll face once you start attempting to do YouTube. Now, I started YouTube because during the pandemic, I made a heavy return back into one of my favorite pastimes, which is retro video gaming. Both collecting retro video games as well as playing retro video games. And because we were isolated at the time, I couldn't gather together with my friends and talk about it. I didn't necessarily want to talk on the phone all day about it. So YouTube was a really great way for me to share my passion, share, my excitement about the games that I had, the games that I was picking up, and really kind of bring that to an audience who was just as enthused as I was. So that's what made it fun for me. And at that time, YouTube was really one of the main mediums for us to communicate about a lot of things, not just retro video games, but almost any topic you could think of. Almost everything was being done over the internet, including work. My company, like many companies, transitioned to a work from home environment, which meant all of our meetings were done virtually. A lot of important conversations were handled virtually. And so YouTube just made sense for me at the time. And at that time, a lot of YouTube stars were born, a lot of them. Even within this niche of retro gaming content here, there are plenty of people who started their channels right around the time that I've started mine. And many of those channels today have blossomed into huge channels with, over 50, 60,000 subscribers. They're doing amazing content. They're doing just really cool things. And, everyone has their different approach. Everyone has different things that they're good at and different things that they pay attention to. As for me, I've always treated my page more of like a vlog, more of like a place for me to just dump my thoughts, dump some of the things that I'm thinking about when it comes to retro gaming. And it's been, for lack of better terms, a really good sounding board for me, which is why my production style has been what it's been. Other people have taken a different approach. They've taken a more cinematic approach. Other people have taken more of like a game show approach. And then there's like this classic like YouTube production style that I think a lot of folks took to their channels. And again, there has just been a wide range of success seen across the board. I've seen some channels blow up and I've seen some channels stay exactly the same. And who knows why, right? Who knows why? But I think the big part of the reason has to do with the content, the type of content that's being created and the audience that you're resonating with, and why people watch you. And I think there are people who know how to tap into their demographic, because YouTube uses an algorithm to steer your videos to the people that they think are going to consume it the most. Because whether you realize it or not, YouTube has been looking at all of your activity, and YouTube has created like a digital profile for who you are and what YouTube thinks you will like and for what YouTube thinks you will watch. And so with that, there are content creators who know how to exploit that. It's what they would probably call hacking the algorithm, right? There are some people who know how to, take advantage of the fact that YouTube has these different profiles, and then they'll turn around and make content and tailor their content, including their thumbnails, their title, all of that stuff, their hashtags, to target that specific profile. And sometimes it means people maybe not being as genuine as they want to be. Maybe sometimes it's people doing a little bit of clickbait stuff. Sometimes maybe it's, making a title that's ambiguous. And I've tried all of these things, but for the most part, I think for me, I've been as original and as authentic as I can be. I've never tried to take on the persona of someone else. I've never tried to really be like anyone else on YouTube. I'm a rather laid back, mellow kind of guy. And so that's always come through in my production style. It's always come through in the way I deliver my content, the way I deliver my thoughts. It's just who I am, not just as a YouTube content creator, but also as an individual. And I think there are things about that that resonate with the audience, and there are probably things about that that don't resonate. But at the end of the day, for the most part, I am going to be true to myself. And so what that means is that I have the challenge of figuring out how to create engaging content, good content, while still being myself, that will keep an audience, and not just keep you here for the sake of keeping you here, but give you things to think about, provoke different thoughts within your mind, to educate you potentially, or to shed some light on another perspective that maybe you hadn't thought of, right? All of these are the reasons why I make videos, and what I hope to stir within my little community that we have here. I feel grateful for the subscribers who have subscribed to the channel, and for those of you who actively engage with the content consistently. Although I've never made commenting or replying to comments a part of what I do on YouTube, I've always done my best to respond broadly in videos to the comments that I get on a lot of my videos, just so that the community knows that I'm acknowledging them. I may not always be able to speak specifically to individuals like on a one-on-one basis, but I do my best to let the community know that, I'm here and I'm hearing you. All that being said, just like I said at the beginning, content creation is extremely difficult. And after having done YouTube for, gonna be 4 years now, it's just very interesting to see the way things are shaping up and how things are turning. We're going to continue to see a shift in how YouTube's algorithm works. You're going to continue to see a shift maybe in the content that some channels put out, because things will change, right? People will change, their focus will change, people will grow, I will grow, and my content and my delivery will also grow eventually. And there will be changes. I mentioned it at the beginning of the summer, and I've had some really amazing things happen in my life over this summer, a lot of which I have not mentioned on YouTube. A lot of personal family things that have happened, and a lot of really great things that are going to afford me some time to do some different things production style wise on the channel. So I'm pretty excited about that. But for anyone who's thinking about doing YouTube, this is more so just just like a word to the wise, a little tidbit of advice. Make sure that if you are going to start a YouTube channel, you're doing it because you're passionate about something. There needs to be something that you do whether you had YouTube or not, right? You should be passionate about something regardless of YouTube, and then YouTube should really just be the medium for you to share that passion. YouTube in and of itself, I don't think can be the passion, because the ideas are going to become stale, making videos are going to become work, and it's not going to be as fun. And so my recommendation is to think of what you're passionate about, find that passion, and then start to create content around that passion. Because when you do that, content creation will be a lot easier. Because it definitely, even when you have the passion, it can still be very difficult. But I'm interested to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. Have you ever tried to start a YouTube channel? Have you tried creating content? Do you think it's easy? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. So Y2K Collector, just with a quick PSA. Hopefully you had a great weekend and you're enjoying the weekend and getting ready for the following week. And I did drop a video earlier today just talking about the state of the retro scene. Go ahead and check that video out, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.